It's time for us to continue.
It is time.
Last episode, we had a party with some dead kids. We found a metal ant that was about to be eaten by a bunch of fire ant eaters, and we saved the ant after our dead children party. And we are now crossing a giant metal bridge.
Wait, real quick, who has their camera on?
Nobody.
No one. Why?
Because it shows on my screen that someone's camera's on. It looks like there's the 6 boxes on my screen, like someone has a camera on or something. I don't know how to close that out.
Oh yeah, the 6 boxes are all of our accounts.
Yeah,
it's supposed to do that.
I mean, I could always do this.
Hello.
Oh, now the camera's on.
Yeah.
You ruined it.
Oh boy. All right, you can turn your camera off.
Yeah. Turn the cameras off now. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So So dead children party, got a metal ant, and now we're crossing a big old metal bridge. So, it's obviously still the dead of night, as our group has gotten back onto the Stalia Bridge, and they are making their way across towards Stalia City. Now, Theodore still has his Durant out. By the way, have you named Durant yet?
No. It's fine. It's fine. We just met.
Okay, fair. So, or is Durant out of his Pokeball?
I think not at the moment, just because, I imagine it would be kind of hard for him to walk.
That's true.
Is my fan blowing?
Yes.
Okay, I'll turn it off then. Because it's really hot.
I mean, if it's really hot, then you can keep it on. It's not like annoying.
I know, but I don't want you hearing.
Okay. I don't want you to die of heat stroke because you wanted to play D&D.
It was the first rule.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't do that. It's my first rule. You cannot die during or before the session. Only after.
I'm just gonna open my door.
So okay, Durant is still in Theodore's Pokeball. As far as the rest of the group, they have all of their Pokemon out, except Gibby has Coco still in her Pokeball because she's taking a nap. And if I remember correctly, Gator also has Charmander and Elekid in their Pokeballs. Speaking of, Phoenix, you still there? Oh, and Sunny's still in his Pokeball too.
Yeah, I'm here. I just don't want you guys to keep hearing that feedback.
Yeah. All right. So, with that, the group continue on their way. As they are walking across the bridge, Izzy flies down toward the railing of the bridge and just kind of stares down at the water as it's rushing past.
Oh boy. So what's happening? I just got me a bottle of water.
We are walking on a bridge, and Izzy is looking down over the railing at the water.
Backing or Gator?
That's Phoenix.
Yeah, it's always Phoenix.
Well, I was only asking because I'm using my actual speakers and stuff.
Anyone know what's up with Izzy?
I don't know. Maybe because it And he kind of like leans into Theodore when he says this. I think her memories are a bit everywhere right now, so she might not know what this is.
Well, I don't.
Wow.
Wait. Yes, she has. Wait.
I guess
Has Izzy been to the Poke?
death really does that to a person. I don't know.
Has Izzy been to the Poke Center?
Since she like turned into a ghost?
Yeah, like in general.
No. Oh, you mean like even when she was alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So does anyone want to do anything about Izzy? Like try to take her away from the railing or anything?
Can Gibby like try to grab her?
Yes.
Do I need
As
to roll?
no.
Okay.
As Gibby grabs her, she does kind of like frantically look around and try to struggle out of his grip, but it's Gibby. There's no way she's getting out of there. She looks a bit annoyed at him.
Come on, Izzy.
I see him like he like puts Izzy like under his one arm like she's like a stack of books or something and just like walks back over to the group with her like that.
God.
Look who I got.
Lily with her paw swats at Gibby's leg and she looks very angry at him.
Was that really necessary?
I don't know. She was on the edge.
Yeah, can she die twice now?
You want me to throw her and find out?
No.
Okay.
Lily looked like she was about to murder Gibby, but Kai flies over and puts a wing on Lily's back to calm her down. So, does anyone want to just try to look around a bit more, or
Yes,
I want to keep going?
I want to find that Pokemon.
Which Pokemon?
Sure, I wouldn't mind looking around.
It's okay. Roll for perception. And I'll roll for you, Hunter.
Perception.
Yeah, I think
Corbin, you actually sound normal today.
Mm-hmm.
I think Theodore is just gonna be like looking towards,
Oh,
because we're on a bridge going to the city, right?
Yep.
I think he would just be looking towards the city.
Yeah, the bummer is I don't have any of my effects on board, so
I
it's just gonna
know.
be my voice today.
I know. I was just making a joke.
Is it 1d20?
I don't think. I don't.
What that 1d20?
Oh,
Wow.
I don't think the gator would be.
He hurt his eyes. He got eye strain.
Flying by the sunlight.
it's cute. There's no
It's not
sunlight.
even. The sun comes up for a brief second. There's a fucking
Flying
supernova in the sky. Yep.
As Gibby's looking around, he's trying to see, what's all around him. He
God.
looks around near the. Oh, okay. I guess Gator's included in this. As Gator's
Well, no.
looking.
God.
No, I want Gator just to try to look at the city.
Looks at the
Okay.
city. He's got his hands cupped at his eyes, and he accidentally punches himself in the eye somehow.
I'm just
Bad day
imagining
for
that,
Gibby's rolls.
that one part in SpongeBob where Patrick takes those two glasses to make the binoculars, and when he puts them on his eyes, they're realistic eyes.
God.
As Gator is trying to look ahead at the city, and as Gibby's just kind of looking around the whole area, suddenly they can't see what it was, but something that feels incredibly sharp seems to fly at them from at least what they can feel like under where they are, so under the bridge. Something came up and got them right in their eyes. And oh, it hurts. It really hurts.
Normal day for Gator.
Jeez. Are you two alright?
Yeah, do you need like I don't have like a wipe on me or anything. Is there like are you okay?
I literally get stabbed on the daily.
Oh,
That sounds
why
like
do you want to do
problem.
that for?
Gibby, I don't think I don't think they want to be stabbed. I guess I won't judge if they do, but
as
Can I stab you?
actually does anyone want to try to look to see what that was?
Yes.
You're gonna have to roll really high, considering Gibby's eye was stabbed.
I think I want Theodore too.
Okay, I'll have Azure look too.
Alright.
Yeah, Corbin just didn't see it.
Wow.
God.
Wow.
That's
Theodore's
nuts.
vision sucks.
I mean, it is nighttime.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Okay. All right.
We're gonna get ambushed.
It's just fucking pitch black outside.
Apparently.
All of this. What? How?
Good eye try.
Hunter, yeah, Hunter. Can I roll for you again? I want to see if
go ahead.
Corbin
Roll for me again.
will actually
Wow,
be.
he got a 5. That's the highest roll today.
Dude, this is gonna be one of the worst days to roll dice.
No.
Well, it already is.
5,
I don't think
what?
I've seen this many ones this quickly.
There we go.
There.
Corbin's able to
There we
see.
go. Okay, 16. There we go.
Yeah, Corbin knows what's up.
Oh, I got a 16. Yes.
As
Oh, there goes his
Corbin,
voice.
as Corbin is looking, so everyone else is trying to figure out where those things are coming from. As Azure and Theodore are trying to look around, and they're both being very defensive, they can't see anything. All they see is like the rushing waves. And as Gibby tries to look down to see what it is, something stabs his other eye. And in fact, this hurts. This hurts a lot. Oh, and it's hurting more. It's hurting.
Your cleats out of my eyeball.
Oh, he can. I mean, it kind of feels like that. It feels like something is currently seeping into his eyeball.
Oh, God.
Can somebody play my magical flute? This hurts.
You have to do it. They don't know how to do it.
Well, can he roll for it? Like, can he roll to
Yes.
reach for it?
Yes.
Holy shit.
To cure the poison.
Jacob, you've only rolled ones.
I'm gonna roll it.
Rolls another one. Loses the flute. Oh no.
I really wanted to get a nat 20.
I'm gonna roll a 20 this time. Roll 1.
D1 D20.
Oh boy, that's a 30, not 20.
Colonel, you're breaking up. Okay, Snake, we need to take this to another platform.
Fuck. I lost my flute.
No, you didn't get a 1. If you got a 1, you would have lost your flute.
He like dropped it coming out of the edge forest.
As Gibby is trying to reach for his flute. He can't see at all at the moment. So he's trying to find where he put it, and normally this wouldn't be a problem because he could just see, which pocket he put it in. But now he has no idea. He can't remember which pocket he put it in. So he is frantically trying to find this flute as the poison is seeping into his eyes. Now, as Corbin looks out, he actually sees something.
Oh,
Hunter,
man.
there you go.
I see them Pokeballs right there. And it's like not too far away, but I see this kind of thing every day.
What are you talking about? As Azure looks at where Corbin is looking, there's not Pokeballs specifically, but there is a Pokemon in the shape of a ball. This Pokemon is a turquoise color with many spines coming out of its body. There isn't a face, at least not one visible to the rest of the group. In fact, if Corbin hadn't pointed out this Pokemon, it would have been really hard to actually see it. No wonder that Azure and Theodore couldn't see it, as the way it's just kind of floating there, especially in the dark. It's very easy for this thing to get passed over.
It's a roly-poly.
I really think we should just go. Leave this thing to do whatever it's doing.
Well, let's go before it attacks us.
Well, it's already attacked us.
Shh! It's not like my eyes are burning from its poison.
Actually,
I'd like to get to the town to get to a doctor to get my eye fixed, man.
Azure decides to try something. Oh boy. Oh, I wonder if I can do this. Okay. Azure takes out one of his Pokeballs and he's looking at that thing. And he's being very slow. As he takes it out, he slowly moves it over towards Silk's head. And she is still, wrapped on his arm. And he looks down at Silk. Get ready to launch. She opens up her mandibles as Azure gently places the Pokeball. And she is ready to aim, and he is aiming her out at this Pokemon. Oh boy.
Rolls a 1.
Jeez!
Possible.
Rolls a 1. She gets stuck to the Pokeball.
Was you trying to catch it?
Yes. He wanted
Why didn't
to
you just ask Gibby to put it to sleep first?
Well, because Gibby couldn't find the flute.
Yeah, because because you can't find the flute.
He's fucking blind.
Yeah.
As Azure has Silk launch the Pokeball, and it hits the Pokemon. The Pokemon gets sent inside, and the Pokeball lands in the water. It doesn't shake. They can see cracks start to form in the Pokeball. Azure turns to to facing the bridge. Okay, we gotta run now.
All right, let's go.
Time to roll for speed.
What would speed be for me? 120?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use my inspiration, but I'm gonna use Google Roll.
Damn!
Holy shit. We've had one good roll. One.
I'm using my inspiration, and I got a 19.
It was Corbin.
I got a 19.
Yeah.
All
right, yes. Okay, so Phoenix, I
So
would
now it was
like
mine,
to
okay.
ask you.
Did you
Just
roll for me this time, Corey?
Yeah, I can. To since you can roll in here, to please roll in here, just because
Okay.
it's a bit unfair for you to be able to get better
Yeah.
rolls than the rest of us in a different app. So
God, it
There we
wasn't
go.
much of a difference.
Yeah. You still got a good roll, so.
I'm gonna roll again. Fuck it.
Well, it's better. And that's for
Not like
Corbin.
death, I guess.
Yeah. Unlike Azure.
Yeah.
Gibby's roll.
Oh, yeah. And
God.
here. We roll for Gib. Man.
Shit.
Hang on, I
hate
got
this session. No offense, but I hate the dice roll in this session.
Oh, yeah.
It's miserable.
Me, yeah.
This is the most ones we've gotten in any session, and it's only been like 10 minutes.
Oh, wait. I forgot that Azure's speed is ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's a 13.
my fucking...
Gator's speed is an 11.
Oh, my speed's higher than 5. It's 6.
Wow. A
So,
lot different. than
as the
5.
group starts to run, Azure immediately trips. Just face plants right onto the steel bridge, which made like a clang noise.
Ugh. Azure!
I'll be okay. And as he's struggling to get up, Smoggy rushes back to pick him up.
Can Theodore go back to join him?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll again.
Oh, God.
I got to roll for Smoggy.
What's happening now?
Roll.
Yes!
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, hang on. I'm still going to roll for Smoggy, though.
What's happening now?
Damn. Okay. Theodore and Smoggy are trying to rush back. However, as Theodore breaks off and starts rushing over, Smoggy's trying to get there, but a barrage of what appear to be poison stings block Smoggy from the path. As Smoggy turns his head to look in the water, the Pokemon has broken free of the Pokeball, and more have started showing up. They have actually revealed their faces with angry eyes and some pink-looking lips that appear to be in a frown. These Pokemon look incredibly agitated, especially the one that Azure just tried to catch.
And Gibby have burpee attack with his burp.
You gotta feed him first.
I got a berry. I'll give him a berry.
Oh wait, well, okay, yes, yeah, give him a berry.
Since that's the only way I can really keep him safe.
Yes.
Use his powerful.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get rid of one of my potions real quick because I used it.
Yep. So, yep, Oranberry.
Hold on, let me roll.
Oh, hang on, not yet. Cause you gotta wait a turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm still gonna type it in my.
Yeah, just get it ready. Okay. So Gibby stops and feeds Burpee a berry and gets Burpee ready. I'm just imagining like Gibby picks up the boot and like holds it sort of like a gun as Burpee's getting ready to fire.
Ah!
Theodore is able to pick Azure up and is trying to rush back. However, those Pokemon are aiming and are ready.
Oh, boy.
Okay, what's everyone's moves here? Gibby's already taken a turn.
You know what?
I guess Phoenix, what do you want to do since Theodore like already ran up? So what is Gator going to do?
You know that spear.
Yeah?
Um,
I don't think that's a good idea though, because even if you hit one of these Pokemon with the spear's not gonna come back.
I don't need it. It's already charred.
Yeah. Okay.
Funny thing. Charring the ends of like wooden spears is actually one way of hardening them.
Oh.
At
I
least
did not know that.
if I remember correctly. It's either to harden them or to keep them sharp or something like that.
But okay, yeah. If you're cool with losing the spear, then go right ahead.
He can always, or they can always make another.
That's true.
You want me to roll?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Oof.
Does or do they want to launch that at the one that Azure tried to catch, or just a random one? There's about 5 that they can currently see.
They want to try to aim for the one that Azure tried to catch, but if they had another one, that's also fine.
Okay. As almost like a reflex, Gator takes out their spear and chucks it down. As the spear hurls forward, it does hit into and stab through that one that Azure tried to catch. This appeared to be incredibly effective. The Pokemon just sort of like slowly rolls down as their face hits the water and just floats there. So 1 down, 4 to go. Hunter, what would you like Corbin to do?
What would I want Corbin to do?
Yeah, do you want Corbin to try to get either Izzy or Hoopa to do anything, or do you want Corbin to try to do something?
Let's see. I think I'd like to do. Get Corbin to do something.
Okay, what would you like Corbin to do?
Let's see.
I know something you could try to have Corbin do, but I don't think it will end well.
What's your ideas?
Have Corbin leap into the water and try to wrestle one of these things.
That's something Gibby would do.
That is something Gibby would do. do you want him to do that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm rolling. I
Yes.
swear,
Oh my
if this gets a
God.
20.
No.
Oh,
See.
oh boy.
Oh.
Do you want to use your inspiration, Hunter?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Inspiration up. Huh?
Oh boy.
Get
There
them.
we go.
I mean, those
Okay.
are
Ooh.
funny, damn.
Ooh, okay.
Corbin claps his hands together and dives off of the bridge. Everyone looks shocked. Even the Pokemon's
Geronimo.
eyes widen as they see Corbin diving into the water. As he dives, Hoopa and Izzy, but especially Hoopa, looks afraid. Hoopa like flies over under the bridge and is trying to make sure that Corbin's still alive. Corbin sprouts up from under one of these Pokemon and is actually grabbing onto what appears to be a tail.
Ooh,
What does Corbin want to try to do now?
So I grab onto that tail.
Yes, you can try to throw it. You can try to smack it against one of the pillars holding up the bridge.
How about do both in 2 shots?
You could throw it towards the pillar.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Throw it towards the pillar. Alrighty.
Get to 20.
Close
Oh my
enough.
God.
Ooh.
Corbin swings this thing around, and
Okay,
as
yeah.
he aims, he throws it, and it hits into one of the pillars holding up the bridge. There's another clang as the impact reverberates across the whole bridge. And this Pokemon has fainted. There's 3 left, and Corbin is still in the water.
3 left. I think I
Yep.
can pull this off.
Now, while Corbin is seeming very confident at the moment. There's still 3 Pokemon with venomous spines right next to him. They aim and they fire. Hang on, I gotta...
Gibby's turn almost.
Almost, yes.
I'm so excited to get his burp out.
I'm just...
You're gonna fucking annihilate Corbin. You roll a 1, it works
Damn, you're gonna
perfectly.
annihilate the hell out of me.
Yeah, you're trying to annihilate Corbin. Roll 1. Oh,
Rolls a 1 and then misses the Pokemon. It's
yeah.
No, you roll a 1, and it works so well that it cuts the bridge in half, too.
Dude. And then that song plays in the background. They see me rolling. They hate it.
Just committed an act of terrorism. They see me rolling.
Burpee goes to federal jail.
Oh no, that would be an arc.
Yes, it
The
would be
town
an
just arrests Gibby for blowing up the bridge with this Pokemon.
Oh boy,
You
okay.
get sent
hang
to
on.
federal prison.
I gotta see how much HP Corbin has. I don't think this is good for him.
Maybe not.
Oh no. Oh boy,
What's my HP?
okay. So, a barrage of poison stings are launched as these Pokemon fire off their spines like small
Oh, great.
poison-filled missiles. As they dig into Corbin's body, the poison's starting to seep through. Corbin ain't doing too hot right now.
No, I am not.
Wait, where'd you do the roll at?
Oh, well, it's an enemy's roll, so I use my real dice for that. I guess we'll go back to Azure to see if he wants to try to do anything. He sees Corbin struggling in the water. He aims Silk, and he's going to try to have her make a rope in order to get Corbin out of there.
Jeez.
I'm going to use my inspiration. This is ridiculous.
In this game, I need all the help I can get.
There we go.
Says while dying.
Dying over here, damn it.
Silk, get Corbin! As he says that, Silk fires out another string shot. This time, instead of being attached to a Pokeball, it forms a rope that Corbin is able to grab onto. Silk starts reeling in the rope as Corbin is being lifted out of the water. Now,
Okay.
Gibby, it's time. Roll that 1d20. Oh!
God!
I told you.
Roll
That's
a
20.
4d12.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Okay. All right.
Can I use inspiration?
You got a 20!
Yeah, you got a 20. Why would
I
you
know.
use
I'm just being
inspiration?
sarcastic. I wanted to get a 1. I'm joking.
Roll 4d12, please.
A 40-12.
Gets 48.
What'd you put in pass?
God.
Is it 4d12?
Yeah, 4d12.
Oh. God.
Is that bad?
As Gibby aims.
Is that good or bad?
So,
I guess I have to find a new best friend. Hey, Burpee!
Hey, Burpee! Ah. So, okay, so just to let you know, so nat 20s for like attack rolls are crits, meaning that whatever you rolled for that attack is already doubled. It's automatically doubled.
Oh my fucking god. So this is like over 50 damage collectively.
Yep. So,
Damn.
as Gibby aims Burpee at the water.
As he's still blind.
Burpee is getting ready.
56 damage.
His cheeks are starting to fill up. And as soon as he opens his mouth, and a very loud belch sound, an energy beam fires out. And this beam, it might be larger than the actual bridge we are standing on.
Oh boy.
These Pokemon only have a couple seconds to look in absolute terror as this beam fires down. And it doesn't simply just completely eviscerate these Pokemon. No, it is creating a hole in the ocean.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's bad.
That's terrorism.
We need to run.
Let's get off this bridge, guys. It's gonna collapse.
It makes this hole in the ocean. The hole starts to everyone's starting to freak out due to seeing this hole in the ocean. But as they kind of squint and look inside, this hole is getting filled up with all of the dead fish. It's just a mountain. There's just a mountain of these dead water type Pokemon filling this hole up.
Hey man, free dinner.
Burpee is finally done, then does one tiny little burp afterwards, and then hides back in his boot.
That's a lot of free meals.
Sorry. I was drinking when you said that. So it made flavored water come out my nose and it burned because of the sugar. But
Okay. First, Corbin, you're a bit of an idiot. Second, oh my god.
As you
just imagine. No, he went back in his boot like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
He's like,
Like, Gator wants to go pick up some of the fish.
is he just gonna dive into the water, or is he gonna use his fishing pole?
He dives into the water and immediately starts burning. All of the water is almost boiling.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Wait, is Corbin still alive?
I think he killed
Just
him.
no response.
No, Azure was able to get Corbin up finally before the beam hit.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, he's still poisoned, but
Yeah.
We need to hurry up.
I like how he did that
Gibby-
while he's blind.
Gibby has found his flute. So if you would like to use the heal bell song,
Yeah, he wants to heal. Do I have to roll?
you do not have to roll for that.
Okay.
As Gibby takes out the flute, he begins to play the soothing melody that Trevenant had showed the group. And soon, Gibby's vision had returned. And while Corbin was heavily damaged, there are many puncture wounds all across his body. The poison's gone, so that's something.
Okay. Corbin. Unless you want to die, don't try something like that again.
Understood. Message received.
And Hoopa kind of flies up too, making very exaggerated gestures. It seems like it's saying, "What were you doing? That was one of the stupidest. I can't believe you. Why would you do something like that?"
Man, I can't believe you, homie. For real.
Okay.
I hope Burpee gets a lot of experience for that.
Yes, Burpee is going to get a good bit. Let me see.
Azure,
I hope
are you alright?
morphs are upgrades.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
You look a bit shell-shocked.
Do I need to use my flute again?
No, it's just I didn't expect Burpee to literally make a hole in the ocean.
Let's
At least the
keep
Pokemon
going
are
and
dead.
you say that like it's a good thing. Let's just keep going. Forget this ever happened.
Okay, hang on. We gotta give
I
Burpee.
think Burpee is as powerful as Rayquaza.
I mean, he can be. So,
I was gonna have Birch roar to try and scare them off, but Jesus.
okay, yeah, Burpee's going to get. I'm gonna give Burpee 1,000 experience for that.
Dang.
So Burpee's going to level up to level 7.
Is that when he gets to grow up to an actual Pokemon, or is he still a baby?
Yo. Oh no, Burpee's still a baby. Burpee ain't gonna evolve for a while.
We should probably all be thankful.
Yeah, be thankful for the little egg that we captured a couple sessions ago. And
Yeah. You're welcome.
you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for becoming friends with that
boy.
Pokemon and making that
Oh
Pokemon
yeah,
have
what
a name.
stats for Burpee do you want to level up?
Upgrade?
Yeah.
Probably his health points, his defense. Actually, upgrade them all, because if it's 1,000 experience, I should have enough for all of them.
Well, you only get
You-
2 extra points, so.
Oh, okay. I should feel like it should go towards what's his regular attack?
It's 4, so you can up that if you want.
I'll right back.
What are
Alright.
his lowest stats?
His lowest stat is HP, which is a 3. You'll have to upgrade his attack and special defense first, which are his second lowest. They're 4s.
Okay, do that then, because I want to get his health points up.
Gotcha. All
What are
right.
his
We'll
regular
do.
attacks? I forgot what his other attacks were.
His other attacks are Growl, where he can lower an enemy's attack. Tearful Look, which is basically that same thing but better, because it lowers their regular attack and their special attack. And Nuzzle, where he gets really close, and it doesn't do a lot of damage, but when he nuzzles his opponent due to his electricity, it will paralyze them. Yeah, and unfortunately, he does not actually learn any other moves until he evolves. But that's
okay,
because
I hope he evolves into a Pikachu.
he does not.
Oh.
Yeah, he is not. Now, I will just say, we might find a Pikachu in the town.
I like Pikachu's attacks.
Yeah, Pikachu's cool. And then Silk is getting more experience.
Who's Silk?
Azure's spider.
Oh,
He's always on his arm.
like Leonard on my shoulder.
I'm just going to give her. I'm going to give her like 250 experience.
I have returned.
Hello. Okay, so now that is finished.
Does Gator get anything?
Oh yeah, Gator. So from yesterday, because Gator leveled up, you have like an extra stat point you can give to something, and then I will up Gator's strength again. Or attack, I mean.
I don't know.
But yeah, what other stat do you want to upgrade?
Speed.
All right. And then Corbin is going to level up.
Also,
from
is
doing
there,
that.
like,
I got a question. So I'm going through yesterday's video.
Yeah.
Did we end about like 2 hours and 30 minutes?
Dude, I can't remember.
Okay. It's taking me a while to figure it out, but all right. So anyway, leveling up.
Yeah. So what do you want to upgrade for Corbin? You want to upgrade his health, his attack, his defense, special attack, special defense, or speed?
Okay, so which is worse? Like, what needs to be upgraded the most?
The most that needs is his special defense. That is his lowest stat.
All right, special defense, upgrade that.
Gotcha. All right.
Already.
After being hit with a bunch of tiny venom-filled spines, he's starting to get his body hardened up now.
Give it some Viagra. It'll work out.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know how much of the currency that Gator has, but I would love for them to get like a weapon.
We will get a chance to get weapons in the new town.
All right, cool.
So after all of that, they make sure that Corbin can still actually stand, which luckily he can, though he does bring up how his legs, they don't feel like they're there. But other than that, he's fine. Guys?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It just got really quiet.
I had my mic muted.
Okay, it got really quiet. I just
I'm
wanted to make
eavesdropping on my
well 'cause I was
girlfriend's phone
editing
call because they're talking
video.
about me.
I just
That's
wanted to make sure that
Yeah, it's very depressing, but you
there
know what?
wasn't-
Whatever.
there wasn't any
Homie,
issues.
That's when you know things aren't going good. Like you know that it's bad when you have to listen. Now, no offense, when you have to listen into your girlfriend's phone calls to see if they're talking about you. Just
Well,
saying.
I asked her, I said, is it bad? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, because when I walked in, she said, Mom, Jacob just walked in the room. I'm like, what, y'all talking about me?
Dude, I honestly, if somebody's talking about me, they can say it to my face. I don't care.
Right? That's my thing.
Anyway.
But anyway, let's get back to the game.
Yes. So, after that, Azure's pretty shaken up, but as usual, Silk is not phased. Silk's just chilling out on his arm, and Smoggy and Lily even look up at her like, do you not realize what just happened? And she's still just chilling. I do see Chirpy, like, looking into Burpy's boot, just kind of like, what are you? And Burpy just looks up at him with his usual annoyed look. So it looks like he'd be saying, I'm Burpy.
Who do you think I am?
Now, does anyone wanna fish? Phoenix, I don't know if I heard. Is Gator going to take some of those water types to eat?
Now that I imagine the water's not boiling, yes.
Okay. Is he or are they going to dive in the water and get them, or use the fishing rod?
Is the water still boiling?
You can't tell. We're too high up to really see.
Hmm.
I can have Kai fly down and check. Or no, I'll have Butterfree fly because she needs her exercise. Coco.
Do you want to do that?
I do. I want Coco to go check it.
Okay. Gibby takes out Coco's Pokeball and opens it as she flops onto the floor of the bridge. She opens her eyes and looks up at Gibby like, what?
Coco, I need you to fly down there and see if that water is still boiling hot. Don't touch it. Just go near it close enough to see if you can tell if it's warm or not.
She looks. She kind of like rolls herself to look out of the railing to look down at the water, and you could hear an audible as she starts to pick herself up and uses her wings to fly up off of the bridge and goes near the water. After a minute, she flies back up and she. I mean, Gibby can't tell what she's saying about it. Does Gator want to channel?
Yes.
Gator walks up and channels. It's warm. Can I go back to bed now?
Yeah, thank you.
Yay. And she doesn't even wait for Gibby to get her Pokeball. She flies over, pushes the button, and gets put back inside and immediately goes back to sleep.
Gibby wants to like toss it in his pocket, like he's like, whatever. But and then Gibby's also saying, "You're gonna be mad later when I make you exercise."
She pretends not to hear him. So what is Gator going to do? Is Gator gonna jump in or fish?
Hey, Sir Skit.
Surskit looks up like, oh, are you serious?
No, of course not. You want to go back to sleep? I can put you in the Pokeball.
And Surskit looks down at the water. Surskit decides to jump off. As he hits the water, no one can see him rush around. However, they do see fish just sort of fly up and land on top of the bridge, so they are assuming that is Surskit throwing them all up. There's about 10 fish that Surskit throws up before he leaps back on, and he seems out of breath. And as Gator does channel with him, he does say, "Yeah, I think I could use a nap now."
Gator just wants to put Surskit on his shoulder.
Oh. Gator does lift up Surskit, and Surskit just kind of snuggles into the crook of Gator's neck and starts going to sleep. Well, I guess we've got a lot of food for a while.
Yeah, we've got Charmander to heat it up for us.
Lily took a magic harp that was in the pile and is just dragging it in her mouth.
We could heat it up for you.
So, Lily, as Gator pointed that out, just she looks up at him or at them with a very smug face as fire starts coming out of her mouth and starts cooking the tail of the magic harp that's in her mouth.
Well, I forgot about that.
I think I've got a couple sandwiches with me. I'm just gonna eat one of those.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna hop off of here. I might join in a little bit.
All right
So
then.
you can pause my character for now.
As punishment for Corbin's actions, Hoopa takes a ring, does not check to see where it goes, and sends Corbin there.
All right, peace, guys.
Peace. See ya. And Hoopa just decides to follow Corbin just to make sure that it didn't accidentally kill him. But Izzy's still with us. So Hoopa is currently gone.
Birch, Pine, Tulip, Plasma. You all want any of the Magikarp?
Tulip stares at the Magikarp and all of those spine Pokemon that got washed up, and
If you don't, I've got a handful of sandwiches.
Tulip, like, when she hears sandwich, she just kind of like leans in, like, ooh, I want one of those. And Birch does actually take a Finneon that is in the pile and just puts the whole thing in his mouth and just starts cooking that.
What about you, Pine?
Pine rolls over with Tulip, and Plasma just shakes its head no to both.
Do you even eat Plasma?
Plasma points with its leg to the laser rifle and to the pocket that has Theodore's phone.
Oh. Okay. I don't know how this stuff works.
I think that it's trying to say that it eats electricity.
Yeah, I got that much. Just... Alright, Plasma, if you want to spend some time in the rifle or the phone, be my guest.
Plasma was about to go to the phone, but then looks back up at the rifle and decides to fly back into that instead.
Alright.
Now, before they finish getting out their fish, since 5 of those fish are those spiny Pokemon, Azure simply takes out his Pokedex and decides to scan them just to see what they actually are. They appear to be a Pokemon known as Quillfish, the balloon Pokemon, a water poison type.
I think we gather that much.
To fire its poison spikes, it must inflate its body by drinking over 2.6 gallons of water all at once.
Wow. And Theodore wants to give Tulip and Pine a sandwich, and he wants to eat one for himself.
All right, that's fine. And as he holds out the sandwich, Tulip just simply eats it like a normal, I guess, person would, though she takes very large bites. Pine, on the other hand, just kind of like nibbles at the sandwich, but he does seem to enjoy it. And Theodore just kind of sits down and starts eating his own sandwich as Azure is trying to take bites of the Magikarp that Lily was cooking, and Lily does not seem to like that, but she does let Azure, Smoggy, and Silk take tiny bits from the fish, but whenever they try to get like a bigger piece, she turns her head away from them.
Azure, I've got 2 more sandwiches.
Actually, let me see if he has his own sandwiches. I can't remember if he does or not. Yeah, he's got his own.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, but I still have my own. I wanted to try it just to see how it tasted.
Okay. This doesn't look like the most.
as he looks at the dead Magikarp, which does seem battle damaged from the laser shot from Burpee. It was also like the back end was the part that was mostly being cooked by Lily, though that part, the actual tail, was burned too much. It is completely black. Yeah, you're probably right. I'll just take this, and he starts eating his sandwich.
Are we at the Pokemon Center?
No, we're just sitting on the bridge having lunch.
Where'd you guys get sandwiches?
We still had them from the last town, from Quahog.
Oh, you have an extra one?
I'm all out, but I think Theodore does.
I've got 2. You want one?
I would.
You can have one.
I'll buy you another one at the Pokemon Center.
It doesn't matter. We should be getting paid sometime soon anyways.
Money!
Alright, I'm gonna take another one out, so I have one left.
Oh boy. Oh wait, does he want to give the last sandwich to Durant? Durant isn't out yet.
Oh shit, yeah.
Gibby wants to cut the sandwich into 6 pieces to give to each of his Pokemon and a bite for himself.
Okay. And Azure splits his sandwich with Smoggy. He just splits his sandwich in half, though Silk is still taking off tiny bits of the Magikarp with Lily. And as Theodore's, watching his Pokemon have their lunch, he does realize, oh, I didn't actually see if Durant wanted anything. As he takes out the Pokeball, and he can see Durant just laying in there, it seems that Durant was trying to take a rest after being almost murdered by some Heatmore. And as he could feel the Pokeball getting moved out, he opened an eye and looked up at Theodore, who was looking down at him.
I muted myself, or deafened myself, so if you said something, I didn't hear it.
Oh, I said that Theodore took out Durant's Pokeball, and Durant was sleeping, and he opened an eye and saw that Theodore was looking at him.
Oh. Do you want a sandwich?
Durant opens the other eye and looks at the sandwich, and looks up at Theodore, and looks down at the sandwich. He seems to be thinking for a moment.
There's no shame in eating food.
Durant just kind of turns his head to the side a bit, sort of sure, if you think that, but he does look at the sandwich again, and he does nod, though it's a very fast, very slight nod.
All right.
As he lets Durant out and he presents the sandwich, the Durant just kind of lifts one leg up and swats the sandwich out of his hand so it lands on the floor of the bridge, and then walks over to it and starts sniffing around it before taking a bite using his mandibles. And his eyes widen at the taste. And he kind of looks back to see if Theodore's watching. And as he does that, he looks back at the sandwich and takes another bite. And the taste is so good, and he just starts munching down on it.
And then it went and then it goes to your thighs.
My thighs? And then you'll blow up.
God.
Now, as Theodore is watching that, does that give him any idea for a nickname?
He's gonna continue thinking about it.
Okay. Gibby, as he hands out his sandwich to his Pokemon, does he want to hand Coco a piece, or like give one to her to put in her Pokeball so she can eat it while she's sleeping in there? Jacob? Okay. Phoenix, what about Gator? Is Gator...
I'm disappearing.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm done disappearing for the rest of this session. I'm here for the rest.
Okay. Do you want to also feed Coco a piece of the sandwich? Because she's sleeping in her Pokeball.
Yes. But
Mm.
Gibby doesn't want to do it right now. He wants to
Oh.
wait till later, and then when she complains that she's hungry, then he says, "Well, you should have been awake when we were eating lunch."
Oh, okay. So he keeps one piece of the sandwich for himself, for Coco for later, but he does give the rest of his Pokemon pieces, and Burpee is all excited, just having a blank face, like more
Oh my
food.
gosh! Watch out, y'all! He might burp.
As he eats one, and his cheeks expand, and everyone starts to freak out. But nah, it's just a regular burp. Everyone had a heart attack at that moment, and Chirpy is eating his sandwich. So is Leonard, and the pieces of their sandwich, and they're doing so very happily. And what is Gator doing?
I lost my phone. Here it is.
Oh, and Kai. Yeah, Kai gets a piece of the sandwich too. And as she gets her piece of the sandwich, she takes it and she like flies over Gibby's head and drops her piece of the sandwich on his head, and then laughs before taking it back and eating it.
Wait, what about Izzy? Who gave Izzy food?
No one gave Izzy food.
She's going to starve.
Well,
She don't
yeah, I
eat.
was gonna say she's dead.
She's a ghost. Dude.
Well, when you put it that way, it makes it sound like a comedian joke.
So what's Gator doing? Is Gator feeding their Pokemon, or?
Gator, because I don't think Charmander's out.
No.
Gator wants to get out Charmander.
Okay. So Charmander is currently the only Pokemon that Gator has out now, as they release Charmander, and Charmander kind of stretches and looks around and sees everyone eating lunch, and then looks up at Gator. And does Gator want to channel with him?
Yes.
Okay. So Gator does channel with Charmander. Alright, so what are we doing?
As you can see, everyone's eating food but me, you, and Sarsuke, who's sleeping.
Alright.
To do your fiery thing. You see that
Alright.
fried fish?
Oh, yeah. That looks tasty.
Would you like to heat it up?
I can heat that up. Just a few seconds. And, he, like, walks over.
Definitely, like, melts the railing.
Walks over, does a deep breath, and uses his ember and starts cooking those fish. And he is doing a fairly good job, though he is also cooking the quillfish, and I think everyone's kind of afraid to try one of them.
Yeah, I think we should throw those away.
Fine.
Did Hunter leave?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
So Charmander does toss out the quillfish back into the water, and brings over the 2 Magikarp, 1 Finneon that were remaining. And Charmander takes a big old bite out of 1 Magikarp.
Do we still have the berries?
Yes.
I have berries, and so does everyone else, I think.
Yes. Well, no, Gibby has the berries. I don't think he actually passed them out to anybody yet.
Hey, Gibby, could you toss a couple berries to me?
What kind of berries do you want?
Any, doesn't matter.
Have an orange berry and have a blueberry.
Well, we can't have an orange berry.
Have
berries
a blueberry and a raspberry.
Well,
Sorry I was gone for so long.
orange berries are blueberries in this universe, and there's no such thing as a raspberry. But you got 3 Pecha berries, which look like peaches.
Here, have a Pecha berry and have another Pecha berry.
What's happening?
Have a third Pecha berry.
Gibby is giving food.
Does anybody else would like a berry?
Who?
Would anyone else like a berry?
I'll take another one.
And
Okay.
he hands. So you got a citrus berry, which you might want to save for later, and you have 1 cherry berry
Hey, cat,
left.
you have to leave my room. Yeah, come here.
Theodore, would you like a cherry berry?
Sure.
It does look like just a small red berry.
Here you go.
I'd be a raspberry.
All right.
And
Hey, Durant.
Sue?
and Durant has already finished his sandwich, and then turns back, and he's still got like some crumbs on his mandibles.
You want a berry?
Kind of scowls and just kind of like doesn't look at Theodore, but or like his gaze looks away from Theodore, but it looks like he's kind of going like, yes.
He wants to. Theodore just wants to roll the berry to him.
And in like just a second, he crushes that berry in the mandibles because he doesn't want anyone to see.
Can Coco come out complaining that she's hungry?
Yes.
Could I have Charmander like cook the 2 berries?
You mean the 3? Because Gibby gave you 3.
Oh, I only heard Gibby give the 3 or 2.
Yeah, well he gave 3, so if you want.
Can you ask Coco, like, can you channel with her and see what she's going on about?
Yeah, she's like rattling in her Pokeball now, which is unusual.
Here, I'll let her out for you.
Yeah, just give me a second.
This fucking. As soon as I cracked my door, this cat rushes into my room. Come here. Come here. I'm doing something right now, you bitch.
I heard the cat.
Yeah.
I heard her.
She makes a lot of funny noises. You're gonna get out of my room. Out of my room. I'm gonna throw you. Oh, wait, no, the door's not open. I'm gonna kick
Throws
your
the cat
ass.
at the door.
Gator wants Charmander to cook the 3 berries and then
I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
Okay. All right. And Charmander is like halfway done with his Magikarp before he.
Gator just has to like put him on his tail.
Oh yeah. So that's what Gator does. Just like holds the berry up over Charmander's tail, and Charmander does look a bit annoyed. Like you can even hear him. I'm right here. But he's still eating his fish, and he doesn't like try to walk away or anything. He still lets Gator do it.
Can Gator channel with
That's
Coco?
why you will always be my favorite Pokemon.
Gator, will you channel with Coco now?
Yeah.
And Gator does so, and Coco still looks very tired. I'm hungry.
I think your Gibby is a piece of a sandwich for you. And if not, I can just cut off a piece of a berry or fish.
And she turns to Gibby. Food.
You should have been out when we was eating lunch, but here.
And he holds out the piece of the sandwich, and she takes it in her hand and starts nibbling it. Thank you.
It needs
You want
mustard.
anything else? Or no?
I just imagine her saying it needs mustard.
And she looks at the cooked pecha berries, and she just kind of like holds out one of her tiny hands and reaches for it.
Now, what do you say?
Please.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She sounds
she-
so bland.
I know, because she's sleepy, because she's tired all the time.
She's sleepy.
Yeah, she's sleepy. And she like nibbles on the berry and the sandwich at the same time, eventually finishing them both, and then she goes back into her Pokeball as usual. Now then, that everyone is all fed, they get ready to continue down to the city. Does Gator want to keep Charmander out?
He wants to have Charmander, Elekid, and Sunny in Pokeballs.
Okay, so like have all of his Pokemon in Pokeballs, or
No,
Yeah.
keep Surskit out.
okay. So he does return, or they do return Charmander, but they let Surskit back out, who was grateful for the little nap.
I'll be right
And,
back again.
Okay.
Well, no, because Surskit was on Gator's shoulder just.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So they kept Surskit sleeping on their shoulder, and they just returned Charmander.
I guess we're ready to go then.
Yep, we're ready over here. And with that, they all begin crossing the bridge, and it is still night out, though. As they start walking,
I like how we were eating lunch at like midnight.
Yep.
But what did we eat breakfast then? At 5?
Well, we're just adventuring on the road. We don't really have any set schedule.
Well, when do we sleep?
We have.
Last I remember, we only slept one time, and that was at the last Poke Center.
Yeah, that was in Quahog Town. Yeah, we haven't taken a nap yet.
Well,
So
I
we've been
imagine
traveling
back.
for days.
I imagine sometimes they'll go to sleep after a few sessions. Same as like using the bathroom. They just use it and then just go to sleep whenever they want.
And as they continue down the bridge, they can actually see lights coming from the town ahead, and the lights are even illuminating the night sky up above it. So instead of a simple pitch black, the sky around the town appears to be sort of like an orangish color. I think we made it.
I think you're right.
It looks so beautiful.
Don't care for the big city much.
Izzy seems to be really excited, and she is like pointing at the city. It looks like she's trying to tell the group to come on as she starts flying ahead.
What is she pointing with?
She's got little stubby arms.
Oh.
Yeah, and like
They got my fucking order wrong. How?
Did they forget your straw?
Or did they forget your? Or did they
me-
forget your barbecue sauce or your freaking marinara?
You got both of those. They didn't forget anything. They just got the wrong thing altogether.
Oh,
It's fine though. I'm just
You
gonna
get
do
my
it.
reference, Corey?
yes, I do.
It's hilarious. I don't think Gavin got either one of them.
No,
I
that's
did not.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm so glad they didn't forget a straw though. You'd have to do the
They did.
sip.
They did
You'd have to-
forget it.
Oh, so you have to do the loud sipping.
Because I didn't get one.
the
They forgot to give me the Domino's specialty straw.
Domino's specialty
I swear, pizza sounds
swirly
so good.
straw.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza sounds so good, but like, I don't know. I don't have pizza.
I didn't get any pizza for myself, so it's fine.
So the group continue down and they're trying to catch up with Izzy as they make it through the city gate, and there is a sign right at the beginning saying, "Welcome to Stalia City." And as they finally enter, they see some very large buildings, and something unique about all of these buildings is they seem to all be made from metal. In fact, the actual walkway is also made out of metal. It seems to be made out of the same material that the bridge was made from.
Man,
And
I wonder what theme this town has.
And a lot of the
It's full of
buildings,
millionaires and like. I bet you it's full of real expensive jewels.
or a lot of the buildings have either lights in them or they have light posts or lanterns attached to the buildings in order to illuminate the city.
Could Gibby do a
God.
perception check?
A perception? Yes.
Did you roll for that? Because
Yeah.
my screen, I'm trying to get it off.
Can't believe this is what I was fighting for.
And this was the city that Theodore was stationed at back during the war, though it looked a lot different.
There we go. Sorry, whoever Hunter. I don't know if I showed anything weird, but just when you watch it, just fix it.
And as Gibby is trying to just look around, he can't see anything out of the ordinary, though it could just be due to how just tired the group actually is. Now that they have actually finally made it to Stalia, considering that they have gone almost an entire day without sleep and they have gone through a lot during this day, they are starting to really feel that fatigue. And they need to try to find a place to rest up at. You think we could find like a hotel or a Pokemon Center here?
Definitely.
Did you roll for Gibby's perception check?
Yeah, I did. He didn't see anything.
Okay.
Nothing like that I haven't already described.
Could Gator pull out a kid?
Yes. Gibby takes Elekid out. And Gator takes Elekid out. And what do they want to ask Elekid?
Hey, can you do that thing where you go like light speed and try to look for the Pokemon Center?
Just run.
Elekid nods, and as he winds up his arms, the electricity starts to course through the prongs on his head. he dashes off in a blink of light, and after just a bit, he reappears and he points, and he starts leading the group, and Izzy is the first one to actually follow him.
Well, Tulip, I'm sure you'll like the big city more than me and Birch. Let's go.
Birch is already like kind of looking around, just a bit like uncomfortable with like all the buildings and how tight it seems to feel. Pine also doesn't seem to feel that comfortable, though. Theodore can feel Plasma. Plasma seems very excited, and Theodore can tell, yeah, there's a lot of electricity here, so Plasma will love this place.
Let's go.
And as the group all follow Elekid, they follow Elekid down a couple streets and turns before they arrive at, well, it might be a Pokemon Center. It has the Pokemon Center logo on the front of it, and it says Pokemon Center at the front, though the building itself looks a lot bigger than the normal Pokemon Center. And as they look at the sign, it not only says Pokemon Center, it says Pokemon Center and Blacksmith.
Nice.
That's an interesting combo.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they make armor for the Pokemon.
Oh, or maybe I can, if I can get the blacksmith to do it, if I can make him to make me a whistle out of the tin pipe or something.
We don't know if it's a him yet.
I guess
I'm assuming it's gender.
we'll just have to go in and find out.
I think first we should try to find a place.
Let's go.
You give me lead the way.
Yes, sure. As they step inside, they do hear a very loud clang to their right as they all sort of jump, considering, like, despite all of the lights around the town, due to how late it is, there wasn't anyone walking around. It was actually pretty peaceful, very quiet, so that startled everyone. As they looked to the right to see what it was, there did appear to be a Nurse Joy, though she looked quite a bit different than the past Nurse Joys that everyone has seen. While she did have the trademark pink hair with the same looping hairstyle that the other Joys have, she was wearing like a makeshift suit of armor on herself, as well as what appeared to be welding gloves, and she had welding goggles on, though she does also have a normal nurse's cap, and she is also wearing an apron as she is clanging a hammer against what appears to be a sword. And, of course, like the Nurse Joy in Quahog Town, she also had a Chansey with her, though she was actually holding the sword.
They still make swords?
And the Nurse Joy stops and looks over. Oh, I didn't think anyone would be here this late. And she raises up her welding goggles to meet everyone. Well, I wouldn't say that they typically make swords anymore, but it's just sort of a passion of mine. And she kind of embarrassingly looks over to a wall, or the wall behind her in the Chansey, which has a lot of very detailed and intricate swords just lined up. And they're all like different designs. There's some very short swords, some thin, long swords, some very thick, sort of medium-sized swords, just various swords lined all about.
Well, seems like you're pretty good at it.
Oh, well, thank you. I do tend to think of this as my passion. And the Chansey like holds up the new sword to show everyone, like, see, look.
So, what's a smithy doing in the middle of a city?
Oh, is this your first time here in Stalia?
Not my first, but first in a while.
I've never been here before.
Neither have I. This is my first time.
I usually venture, but I've never come this far.
I see. Well, you see, here in Stalia, we're a metalwork city. We mainly sell our metal and our various products that we use the metal for to the other cities around the region.
Well,
Huh.
could you by chance make me a sword or sell me one of the ones you've made?
Make you one? No one's ever actually asked me to make them a sword for them before. Yes, I certainly can. What sort of dimensions do you want? Here, let me take your measurements. And she, like, takes out a tape measure and starts measuring his height and everything, and starts putting a hand to her chin as she's looking at her findings. Okay, so it should be about that height. Okay. Chansey, can you get heat more? And Chansey nods, and she waddles off to another room.
Durant, you want to go back in your ball?
Durant is looking like both nervous and also angry, like he might attack as soon as this Heatmore shows up. And Nurse Joy sees what's about to happen. Oh, no, don't worry. This Heatmore is good. He only eats the spare metal parts. He will not eat you. I promise.
Do you think that maybe you could make me some kind of weapon for my army of Pokemon, or for myself or something?
She looks down at Gibby and she's very confused because she was at first going to talk down to him about being too young, but due to his physique, she honestly can't tell if he's a child or not.
Oh, I'm a child. I can see that little confusion look on your face. But you see, I'm a different child. I'm
built different.
I can basically lift a mountain. There was some genetics went wrong at my birth. From what I understand, I don't understand where it came from.
I have a birth defect. I'm too swole.
I'm literally King Kong.
And she kind of looks up at the group just to confirm.
We lifted a whale lord on the way here.
Yeah, we did lift a whale lord. Yeah.
Yeah, we only
I feel like she still doesn't believe us. So Gibby goes over and picks up the heaviest thing he can find.
Picks up the anvil.
Yeah. Do you want to try to lift up the anvil?
Yes. Is it 1d20?
Yes, 1d20. Oh no, if he gets a 1. Oh,
it wasn't a 1. It was
7.
a 7.
Oh, okay, he just rolled that. Okay. Due to Gibby's absurd strength and the fact that we lifted a whale lord, he walks over, he puts both hands under, and now again, due to everyone's general fatigue, it's not as easy to lift up as it normally would if he was fully rested, but he does lift it a couple inches off the ground before finally fully lifting it up over his head. And her eyes are wide and her mouth is agape as Chansey brings the Heatmore in, and the Heatmore actually has his own sort of apron on, and he's walking over. He actually looks pretty tired. It seems like he had a hard day working today, and as him and Chansey walk out, their eyes widen too as they see Gibby lifting up this anvil. I
told you.
see. Do you want a great sword?
Sure, but I also was wondering if maybe you could also make me a metal Pokeball, if possible.
A metal Pokeball. And she starts to think for a second. I actually may be able to do that. Okay. Here's what I can do. If you all can go to the Pokemon gym, it's just a few blocks down from here towards the right. You shouldn't be able to miss it. It is the largest building in the city. If you could talk to Magnus to get me the extra metal I would need, I can make your swords and that Pokeball for you.
Well, that's nice. We were gonna talk to him anyways.
Oh, splendid.
We was going to try to get our next gym badge.
Do you know Magnus by chance?
Yeah. We used to be good friends during the war. Didn't talk much afterward, but...
Oh, I see. And she seems a bit...
Back, we'll grab a bite to eat.
Alright. She seems a bit cautious about talking any further after he says that.
Don't worry about it too much. I've been having to think about that a lot recently. No.
Right. Has Magnus informed you about his current condition?
No, why?
So, Magnus is wheelchair bound now.
No. I thought you were about to tell me he was dying.
Well,
No.
we aren't sure how much time he's going to have left. We've been trying to find some sort of cure. It's not due to any war injury or anything. It's some disease. And none of the other Joys can find a stable cure for him. He's come to terms with that. He's been trying to get everything ready. He's the one who gives the metal for us, and he actually got all of the Durants off of Foro Islands in order to preserve them from the poachers, as well as help us produce more metal.
Seems to be a running theme.
His grandson is going to take over the business, as well as the gym, though Magnus is having a bit of a hard time getting through to him about his position.
Huh. Guess I never had kids, so I wouldn't know what that's like. But... you know, I figure before I lay down, I think I'll go talk to him. Is he still at the Pokemon Center even this late? Or gym?
Oh, yes, he should still be there. Though I'm not quite sure if he's doing anything busy at the moment, but I could see if I can call him and see if he would be available for you.
All right. You can
And,
do that. That'd be great.
She walks off into the room that Heatmore was standing in, and Heatmore is kind of just looking at everyone here, and Chansey is explaining the situation to Heatmore about what Joy is going to do for everyone, and Heatmore is listening, but as it does, it sort of turns because it can see Durant glaring at it, and he holds up his hands like, "Oh no, I'm not going to hurt you, I promise." And Durant is still glaring, almost as if saying, "Yeah, sure."
Hey, Durant. How does oak sound?
And Durant kind of looks up, like with a weird expression, sort of like, "What are you talking about?"
You seem pretty tough, and calling you by Durant is getting pretty old, almost as old as me.
Durant thinks about this for a second, then does without trying to hide it this time. Unlike the sandwich or the berry, does do a proud nod.
Oak. All right.
I do just want to say I really like how the naming scheme for most of Theodore's Pokemon are trees. I just think that's cool.
And I think the names fit too.
Yeah, I think they all fit. I really like how his names are. And after that, Joy does come back. Yes, he's still available, and he actually sounded very excited to see you again.
All right. Well, Azure, Gator, Gibby. Where's Corbin? Never mind. You two all right here? Or are you all right here?
Yeah, we can stay here if you'd like us to.
It doesn't matter. You can come with if you want.
And Azure was getting a bit tired, and Nurse Joy could tell. If you'd like, we do have a second floor for rooms. Not many people stay here due to, well, the noise, as she kind of gestures towards the anvil and her hammer. But if you want to stay here, you're perfectly free to.
Please, you guys, please say yes. I'm tired. I want a bed to sleep in. I don't want to sleep in this nasty sleeping bag.
Yes, please, thank you.
That might be like a minute or two.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. And she just has Chansey and Heatmore guide the group over to the staircase, and Azure and Gibby, along with their Pokemon, walk up to the rooms. Now then, before Theodore goes out, since Gator said that they're going to be a minute, what are they going to do?
I think he was talking about him as a person.
Oh. Okay. Then I'll just say Gators. Just
before we continue, can you continue? Or can you go back to the group? I'm gonna go wash my hands.
yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
First, can we look for a place to buy? Like, have we got paid yet?
We're getting to that. Just hold up. So okay, is Gator going upstairs to sleep, or are they going to go with Theodore?
Where's Theodore going?
He's going to the gym to see the gym leader.
I think Gator wants to wait until the morning and just go outside and camp.
Okay. So as Gator walks outside, along with their Pokemon in order to set up their bed. As Azure and Gibby are walking up the stairs, and they see the rooms laid about, very similar to how they were at the Quahog Pokemon Center, Azure's phone starts to ring. He quickly takes it out of his pocket, and he sees it's a video call from Mom. He answers it. Azure! Azure! Oh, I finally reached you. We've been trying to reach you for the past few hours. Where were you? Mom, sorry, we, got a little busy in the forest. I'm so glad you're safe. How's the progress coming along? Oh, it's going great. We've seen a ton of new Pokemon, and oh, Smoggy evolved. And as he showed Smoggy, and Smoggy waved to Spruce, Professor Beach showed up on the video call. Ah, I see. Good job, my boy. I see that I've let my Pokedexes be in capable hands. And Gibby can see this video, by the way. Is Gibby going to ask any questions?
Gibby just wants to walk over to Azure and be like, "Man, your mom's pretty."
God.
Oh, who's that? Oh, this is Gibby. He's one of our traveling companions.
Yeah, I'm the strongest 5-year-old you will ever meet.
He flexes. I see. Well, it's nice to hear that you're making friends, sweetie.
And safe in my arms, literally. Nothing will get to him.
Hey, Professor, if I could ask one thing. There's been something happening with me and Smoggy. We've been getting into sync a lot lately, and I just wanted to know what's going on. I see. So, Battle Bond has started taking effect already. Battle Bond? Yes. You see, there's a very rare breed of Froakie. Ones that have an ability that, well, we have started calling Battle Bond. There's still a lot that isn't known about this ability of these Froakie to, well, anyone across all regions. Though it appears that they can get in complete sync with their trainers at certain points. Other than that, there isn't anything else we've discerned about this ability, though I have wanted to study it, possibly see if this could lead to a new form of Froakie, or Frogadier, or even their final form, Greninja, which is why I had that Froakie in my possession.
Professor, I really hate to interrupt your guys' conversation, but I was just wondering, is there any chance that you have an extra Pokédex?
And he looks through. Actually, I think I do. What is your name, son?
It's Gibby.
Gibby. I see. And you're helping out Azure and Theodore and Gator, so I suppose I can give you this Pokédex. You are at a Pokemon Center, correct?
I am at a Pokemon Center.
If you could go downstairs by the main counter, you should see the computer console there, and I will send this Pokédex over, and as well as a couple other gifts due to, well, how well you all are doing with all your research.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh, thank you. And before the call ends, Lily pokes her head up and gets into view. Litten! You found her! Ah, the long-lost Litten. You know, we thought someone actually stole her from us. Yeah, about that. She was stolen, but, long story short, we got her back. And, Izzy kind of floats down in front of the camera as well.
I'm
Is
gonna get more
that
spaghetti?
a shiny Pokemon? Well, well. I see you all are much more extraordinary than I imagined. Oh, we don't actually, no need to say any more. I will be sending Gibby this Pokedex immediately. And, the call ended. Well, at least you got your Pokedex, Gibby. And, I want to cut to Theodore. Has Theodore left this Pokemon Center?
Yes.
As Theodore followed Nurse Joy's instructions and walked down multiple blocks, sure enough, there was an incredibly large building standing before him, which did have the Pokemon Gym logo on it. And it did say Steel-type Pokemon Gym on the sign.
Oak, I think that's you.
And Oak looked up and kind of looks at this this large building and just kind of nods at this. Yeah, I like this place.
Shall we?
And he nods.
And they go in.
And is he bringing in Birch and the rest of them?
Yeah.
Okay. As they all enter the large building, it was quiet, like extremely quiet. Other than just the humming sounds of some old light fixtures above them, there was no one here. It was full of just a lot of metal workings, a lot of strange objects, just seeming like possible inventions or machinery just lying about on shelves. And as Theodore was looking around, he could hear from the distance a sort of robotic noise. And coming down from a stairwell on an electric chair that is sliding down from a connection it has to the wall was an old man with a long gray beard. Theodore, is that you?
Magnus.
Oh, it's been so long.
It has. Where'd you get the funny chair?
It's something that I had developed fairly recently for me. Joy said that she told you that, not quite in the best shape now.
Yeah, she told me. It looks like you're trucking anyways, though.
I'm trying my best. I see you've got a Durant with you now.
Yep. His name's Oak, at least for now.
And, he just sort of puts a hand, and just slightly touches, Oak's antenna and just strokes it very slowly. And this seems to be something that Oak really likes. Like, he kind of pushes his head closer onto, Magnus's hand so that, he could feel more of the petting. I see. This This is what they all seem to like.
Well, anyways, I'm sure, what was his name? Mallard? Talk to you?
Ah, yes, that he did. You're here to take care of those poachers.
That's the plan.
Come with me.
Got a group of others with me, but they're getting ready for bed.
I see. So, and as he starts going up the stairs, and he's still continuing his conversation with Theodore, since he does want Theodore to follow him up the stairs. How is life treating you these days?
It's a bit boring up until recently.
I can certainly relate to that.
Just been keeping the house up. Birch has been keeping me company.
And Birch, he does, he's trying to keep up with the chair because he wants pet too, and Magnus remembers his favorite spot to be scratched, and that's where he's scratching Birch, and Birch is really happy.
I'm back.
And then
I got food.
got all these other friends on my way to go punch and beat another poacher's skull in.
I heard from Mallard that you all are quite the bunch.
Oh yeah. Got a kid named Asher. Don't think I've ever seen more will in a kid. Another one named Gibby. He's I think I'll wait until you meet him yourself. And then Gator. Bit of an odd one, but he's pretty cool.
Now, about that plan. And they get to the top of the stairs, and he's guiding Theodore down a hallway. See, ever since these poachers first showed up about a month ago, I wasn't quite sure what to do. Of course, I tried my best. I made sure to get the Durants all to a safe spot. After all, due to them being natural-born prey, they are quite valuable to these poachers. So I relocated them all here. And he stops at a door, and as he opens it and Theodore looks inside, he can see there is just a whole family, a whole nest of Durant just going about. They have plenty of berries and food in just a large pile, and they're going over and taking bits of those berries and walking over to another corner. And as they eat those berries, they appear to have drilled their own sort of hole into the floor where they are putting the berries. And as they put the berries in that hole, and they make sure that no one is coming to take it, they will consume that berry. And after a moment or so, they seem to create metal after consuming that berry, and they move the metal to another pile, and they just start stacking it there.
Is this your family oak?
Why, yes, it is. At first, whenever they started doing this for me, I tried to tell them that they did not have to make metal for us. After all, we were a mining company. So I tried to tell them that they didn't have to do this. They did not owe me anything, but they insisted, so I made this system for them, where they get to make food, or they get to eat food, and as long as they do that, they can keep making metal for me.
Seems like you've got a good business going on here then.
Well, I certainly try my best, and they certainly do too. And a couple of them approach, and he does the same sort of petting technique on their antenna, and they seem very happy.
Well, Oak, this is your chance.
And Oak looks at all of the Durants scattered about, how happy they seem to be here, but turns back to Theodore. Theodore doesn't know what Oak is saying exactly, but Oak seems to be telling him that no, he wants to stay with Theodore. He wants to see this through.
Best kind of soldier is a... Ah, damn it, I don't remember the line.
You've certainly got a stubborn one there.
Yep. But should expect that from a Durant. And anyways, it's nice to have some extra squad mates, if you will.
That it is. Speaking of which, I should also inform you, there is an old acquaintance of yours that is part of this plan.
Oh. Which one?
Well, you two never got along very well, but I wasn't even expecting him to show up for this plan at all. I was simply trying to find ways to keep the poachers out, and he arrived at the region a couple weeks ago. And that's when we truly started forming this plan. And he exits the Durant home and starts going down the hallway once more, leading to a room in the far back. As he opens the door, Theodore's eyes widen as he sees a face of someone that he never wanted to see again. With hair, or with spiky blonde hair, which has now been turned to a very pale yellow color due to age. Wearing those same sunglasses that he used to wear all the time back in the day, and that camo army tee, there stands Lieutenant Surge.
Lieutenant?
That voice. He turns around. Well, well. Look what the Meowth dragged in.
Didn't expect you'd be helping beat down poachers.
Didn't expect you to even still be walking.
Neither did I.
And he does smile, and he holds out a hand for a handshake.
It's a lot of nerve. Theodore wants to shake his hand.
A lot of nerve of you to shake it.
Don't figure you've got any tricks up your sleeve right now.
And he just kind of looks down at his sleeves. I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
So, Magnus, what's the lieutenant's part in the plan?
So the lieutenant had a very, very interesting idea. You see, as I'm sure you've become aware, the lieutenant here became a gym leader back in Kanto. thanks to that, he's had access to various electric-type Pokémon, as well as some very nice steel types, specifically Magnemite. These magnet Pokémon appear to be able to create their own sort of magnetic fields, sort of like force fields, if you will. And Surge just sort of nods at that. Picked up the trick from an old pal of mine. She's actually here helping out with the plan too, though she's out for the moment.
I think I know who you're talking about.
And Magnus continues. What the lieutenant's plan was he was going to have Magnemite and Magneton surround the entirety of the region. Luckily, he is acquainted with that many of them. And using their magnetic fields to create a force field around the region, the poachers will be unable to leave. The whole reason the poachers are here in the first place isn't because they originated here. They are from many regions all about, coming here only because, well, there aren't many strong trainers here anymore. And because of that, they thought that this would be an easy target.
Trying to pick on Jutla while it's down.
Certainly so. But... Oh, go ahead.
Pretty good time to do it. Don't think Jutla's been very good past the war.
But using this force field in order to block them from actually leaving the region, that leaves them stuck here with us. Unfortunately, other than the lieutenant, his comrade, me, and the other gym leaders, and even then, most of them didn't even want to bother with the poachers. Some of them being afraid, and others thinking it wasn't as big of an issue. There wasn't enough manpower in order to take out the poachers, or at least get them arrested. But now, with you, Theodore, and your group, I think we may finally be able to do this.
We've definitely got some hard hitters.
As Theodore thinks back to literally just like a couple minutes ago with Burpee.
But so gonna trap him in here. Any other ideas on how to hunt them down once they're stuck?
And a new voice comes from the doorway. I know exactly where they're going to be. As Theodore looks, he sees a very tall woman with neck-length black hair, wearing a signature pink tank top. In fact, he knows this woman, not simply for her general attire, though that is something that she is fairly well known for due to magazines, but from her face. This was Sabrina, a very popular movie actress, who did originate as a gym leader, also in Kanto.
Well, what a ragtag team we've got here.
You can say that again. So, get on it. You get any new intel? I've gotten a few things. In about 3 days' time, the poachers are going to try and capture Suicune, using that water stone that they got from the Sea Salt Cavern.
So we gotta stop them in 2 days' time.
Actually, our plan was a bit different. You see, Suicune is a very powerful Pokémon. The poachers can't simply send a few out to get them. Even if they have powerful Pokémon, Suicune is still a legendary. And after your group had helped Suicune get away, Suicune was not getting hurt or poisoned or tired out by the poachers anymore. So they need to go at it full force, meaning that all of the poachers would be in one place. If we wait until that allotted time, train and get everything prepared until then, and catch the poachers while they are all trying to get Suicune, we can take them out in one shot, as well as prevent them from leaving.
Putting all our eggs in one basket, huh? Guess we better make sure that basket is made of steel.
And Magnus is just doing a hearty laugh. I can certainly make sure of that.
Well, that's all?
That's all we got so far. Unless you got any new specifics to add to the plan.
Well, didn't really plan on taking on all of them at once. They got some pretty nasty stuff. Ran into a Tyranitar at Quahog.
Tyranitar, huh? Might be a bit more serious than we thought. And he looks over at Sabrina. Sabrina, though, doesn't seem all that surprised.
Well, that, and they seem to have some new fancy Pokemon catching tech. Some kind of bands. Not sure how they work or what they do, but found a, what's it called? What's the one electric thing that Gator has called?
Oh, Rotom?
No, the Pokemon. Elekid.
Oh, Alakid.
Found an Elekid with some kind of band around its neck, just shocking it. And it's an electric type.
I see. Lieutenant Surge, he actually kind of seems a bit angry at that. Seems they're using plasma voltage. It's a level of electricity that, well, the only Pokemon known to be able to produce it is Rotom. But even they can only produce a very slight amount of it. That high voltage can even hurt Electrotypes, not simply because of the actual shock. It's all because of the heat. That electricity is extremely hot. So it burns Electrotypes. And it can sear through even ground-type Pokemon.
So, they've got a couple aces. What do we have, aside from the frankly ridiculous stuff in my group?
Well, we've got my Magnemite wall. We've got all of my Pokemon. And we've got Sabrina's tricks. He sort of nods to her in order to tell her to elaborate. Using my Mr. Mime, I can create invisible walls that only we can be aware of. We can set those up before the battle starts, a day before the battle actually begins, in order to have an advantage, box the poachers in.
That, and it'll give us some extra cover in case things get too dicey.
That too.
Alright. I'm gonna go meet back up with my group. Magnus, Good meeting up with you again. Good seeing you again.
Same to you.
Lieutenant, Sabrina, I'll see you when we're killing poachers.
Likewise. And Sabrina simply nods.
You all should see my group sometime. Probably get to tomorrow. They don't look like much on the surface, but I hardly gotten a chance to work with a better team.
Well, I guess I'm excited then. And before Theodore actually takes his leave, Sabrina says one last thing. That group of yours is more extraordinary than you know.
Guess I'll know here soon.
And with that, he takes his leave. Now, we cut back. Oh,
Gavin, were you gonna ask the guy for the medal?
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Theodore runs back into the room.
Wait, I forgot one of the other reasons I was here. Magnus. Would it be Smith? Yeah, the Smith. She was wanting more metal to make my pals some swords and other things.
Ah, I see. The classics. No problem. Gather some of the metal from the Durand room. That should be enough for her to use.
Aye, thank you.
And he walks back into the Durant room, and the Durants all seem very happy to see him again in there, especially Oak. Now, as Theodore is walking to the pile of metal just to take a couple ingots before walking out, a couple Durants actually approach Oak, and they seem to try to be talking to Oak about something, possibly staying here or just asking, like, where have you been? Why aren't you with the group? And Oak seems to just kind of push them all away. Theodore can tell that maybe it's not just that Oak wants to take out the poachers. Maybe Oak is just meant to be his Pokemon.
Having a bit of trouble over there.
And Oak just kind of glares at him for a second before just kind of like pushing the other Durants away and like walking to the doorway with Birch, Pine, and Tulip.
Well, thank you for the medal.
And the Durant all nod, and they seem to make some noise as if to say, "You're welcome."
Wait, if Durants can create metal, does that mean Theodore's can as well?
Yes.
So could your Pokemon make a guitar string and then have his Pokemon make it metal for his guitar?
Yes.
You could do that.
Why don't you get back to the group?
Well, Theodore and the rest are probably gonna go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
Theodore's tired. He's just wanting to, make sure he's done everything he needs to do before he goes to sleep.
Yep.
I mean, Theodore.
If I remember correctly, I think Gibby and Azure are downstairs or something.
So they were getting or Gibby was getting they were both down there because Gibby was getting his Pokedex and the professor was sending us some extra rewards.
Yes, that's correct.
So we will cut back to the Pokemon Center. Outside of the Pokemon Center is actually Gator, who, as always is on top of the roof, sleeping alongside Elekid and Surskit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was saying Alkid and Surskit.
Yep. Yeah, they're all sleeping on top of the Pokemon Center. Inside, Azure and Gibby are waiting by the PC. Gibby's really excited and also getting pretty impatient because the Pokedex has not sent yet, and he's been waiting for like, I don't know, like 10 minutes.
Why isn't it not coming through yet?
Just give him time. It should be coming through soon.
But I want it now. I'm excited. I'm ready to play Crossy Roads.
Instead of a chicken, it's a Torchic through Crossy Roads.
Yeah.
And after like another second, light starts to appear from the console for the PC in the spot where Pokeballs would be sent if you were trading or sending like your Pokemon between the box. And Gibby's eyes widen as he stares at the sparks and the light coming. And there was a Rotom phone. He has a Pokedex now.
Hey.
As well as gift cards? As Azure picked them up, they weren't gift cards. They were credit cards. They all had 10,000 Poke on them.
Well,
How much Poke did we originally start out with?
We started out with well, it varied.
we had
between the
different
characters. Yeah,
Like,
but
I think Gibby still has a bunch from when he first started.
he has like 2,900.
I can add 10,000 to our Pokés.
Oh my god. So now, Theodore isn't completely broke.
Nope. No, none of them are completely broke anymore.
We're fucking loaded.
Yeah.
Does that mean
Wait, what's
Gibby's
the
still the
ratio?
richest person
Okay,
because he
the
already had money?
actual, like, money.
The conversion rate was like
Like 100 Poke is $1.
yeah, 100 Poke is
The
$1.
The inflation in this universe is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, our inflation's only like. I don't know.
So we've got like what would that be? 10,000.
We had 10,000 would be 100.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
I think so.
So we only have
only
$100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Gibby don't want to spend no money.
I mean, we can still buy a lot though. Like,
Yeah.
because like a regular Pokeball is 200, so $2 pretty much.
Oh, can he spend all of it on Pokeballs?
I mean, if you want to.
I'm just joking.
You're gonna get a bunch of Pokeballs in a slingshot. You hit the Tyranitar, it goes in the Pokeball for a second, and then you just hit it again. You just keep hitting it.
He can.
Can and just keep firing Pokeballs.
He can't though. He'll need that snag machine in order to do that.
God. Oh yeah, because he's already tied to a
When do we get the shop?
I mean, this place is the shop. The
Yeah, I know, but like, are we
Pokemon
sleeping first, or
yes,
are we gonna...
yeah, we are sleeping first. This is the end of the session.
God.
So we won't be able to buy no food or nothing until the morning.
Nah, you're
next
correct.
session.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Ugh. Do you want me to stop the recording, or are we still going?
Oh, we're still going.
Yeah.
You stop the recording whenever I say, and that is the end of this session.
All right, stopping now.
Stop. I knew you were going to do that.
God.
Okay. So as Azure is looking at their credit cards, And they all have like their names engraved on them too. So
Hey, just in time, I'm back.
he hands his out to Gibby, and Gibby takes it, but is so excited about having a Pokedex now that he doesn't like even look to see what it actually is.
God.
Wow.
Immediately going to the App Store.
Wow. What? I might need a tutor on what I can do on this thing. Can I play games? Can I look at Pokemon? Can I call people? Whoa!
Yeah.
Idea.
What can you do?
Yes, you can do all of that.
Does it come with a charger?
Oh,
What's my character up to right now?
your character got teleported away somewhere.
Yeah, sorry, your character's in hell?
I mean, maybe.
We have no idea.
Back, Hunter.
Yes, his character's in like Florida.
Welcome back.
I feel like his character probably got like teleported to like the basement of the Pokemon Center, and we just don't know it yet.
Oh,
Sure,
God.
got sent to a Lola. Shows up in a Hawaiian shirt.
I'm gonna
Coming
make
back in the form of Izzy.
I'm gonna make a Pokemon region based off like Florida, where it's not tropical beaches. It's like shitty, just really hot, fucking grimy looking beaches.
There's fur alligators everywhere.
God, for alligator.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, you want,
Like-
and you want to know the part that you'll hate the most?
What?
So because
Crocodile.
because of the text limitation of the game that for alligator was put
Did
in.
they just put
they-
alligator?
No, they couldn't spell gator out correctly. So they had to take out the O, so it was GATR instead of GATOR, and they never changed it. That's how it's spelled
Fuck
now.
you. That's so like okay, there are tons of names like that, like Durant, but I don't know why I draw the fucking line at fur alligator.
I mean, it goes from a crocodile to an alligator because it
It's
starts off as a totodile, then turns into croconaw, and then becomes for alligator.
God, at least those two names are kind of cool. Fucking fur alligator. The fucking fuzzy alligator.
It's not he's not even fuzzy. He's just like
He's
kinda
just
fat.
an alligator. It's just a fucking PNG of an alligator.
But painted blue.
No, not even painted blue. They changed the color of the image to blue. I'm gonna make a Pokemon game where it's just all of the animals with like PNGs of every single animal colored a different color.
Speaking of alligators, it reminds me of that episode of Game Grumps. Look at this bouncing alligator, and he's got no hands.
Oh yeah.
What was the interior alligator thing?
Interior alligator.
I don't remember.
Okay, before we get off topic, let's
yeah.
quickly and let's get to the end of this session.
Cool. I'm done.
So yeah, Gibby is all hyped up about his Pokedex, and at that moment, Corbin walks through a portal with Corbin, where have you been? As they look at Corbin, he is in some very like I don't know overdone attire. Like he's wearing a jacket along with but it's not like a jacket for warmth. It's more like a fashion jacket, and he's wearing a hat with sunglasses, but he's not wearing the sunglasses on his face. They're just on his hat, and he is holding it kind of looks like a cupcake, and him and Hoopa are eating them.
Nice.
Hey, I want a cupcake. Where'd you get that?
Is Corbin going to answer?
Yeah. I bought it when I was taking the stroll
through teleportation. I went ahead and bought it.
They have cupcakes in a portal? Hoopa,
Hell
can
yeah,
you
they
bring me
do.
a cupcake?
Hoopa, like, at first was gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, but then
Yeah,
like
okay.
a devilish grin shows up on its face as it closes the portal.
Ah,
And then to add insult to injury, takes one last huge bite of his cupcake, so it's all gone.
you jerk.
Sorry, that wasn't for you. That was for me.
And he laughs. I just see Gibby like trying to like swipe at him, and he flies
What are you gonna
up.
do whenever I try to capture you?
he just shrugs like, I don't know. I don't think you can do it.
Gibby has one Pokeball. Let's
Do
do it.
you roll? Okay, roll 1d100.
Roll it.
The last roll of this game.
Yep.
Let it be good. Come on, Dice Maiden, please.
No, it started out bad, so it has to end bad.
Hold up, let's see.
I mean, if it's a 1, I'm counting that as an amazing roll because that's still a 1 out of 100th chance.
I have 2 tries because I want to use my inspiration. So
Okay.
let's see. What is it? 1d20
Or
100?
1d100.
Roll that 1d100.
Okay, let's see.
Fucking 100-sided dice.
Oh,
Nope.
damn.
I got,
Inspiration.
22.
I got one more roll.
Yep, one more.
Come on.
Here we go.
Make it count.
Okay, let's see here.
It's a 21.
Or a 23.
No, it's
You
gonna
know
Yeah,
what's
or
funnier?
23.
You know what's funnier than
20.
22?
23.
21.
21.
What?
In
1d.
this game, it's like homicidal rage funnier.
Hold on, let me make sure I typed it right.
I'm sorry I said that. Fucking. I've had that like drilled
Okay,
into my
Well,
brain.
that's better.
Still shit.
Gibby chucks his last Pokeball.
Wait, hold up. Can we intensify it and can Gibby put him to sleep first?
Too late.
Crap.
Yep, sorry.
I should have thought of that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you should have.
No, Gibby's got 2 Pokeballs.
Okay.
Yeah, so if he don't catch it this time, I'll put him to sleep and then capture him.
Okay. He chucks the Pokeball at Hoopa. Hoopa gets put inside. It shakes once, but he then breaks out, and he's still got that grin, and it sticks out his tongue at Gibby.
Gibby wants to put him to sleep.
Okay, roll 1d20.
Roll 1d20.
Okay, let's see here.
Ugh.
Roll the nat 20. Roll 1d20.
Come on, dude.
Always put a 30 instead of a 20.
We have wholesome.
Wow. Okay. Gibby takes out the flute. It is about to put Hoopa to sleep. Hoopa just flies up and smacks the flute out of Gibby's hand.
He wants to throw his last Pokeball at him, though.
Okay.
Okay.
I love this stupid, dumb rivalry between Gibby and Hoopa.
Yeah, I love how Gibby's never managed to catch Hoopa. I think that's great.
He's going to, trust me. And when he does, he's not getting back out of that Pokeball.
Holy shit.
No, that was the wrong roll.
Oh, yeah, I needed to do 100.
Correct.
Yeah, good thing that wasn't a 1d100. Gibby grabs the Pokeball so hard he just crushes it.
I mean,
Throws
he's
the pieces at
he's
Hoopa.
fucking jacked, so
He accidentally gets mad and crushes it while it's still in his pocket. Oh my god!
wow.
A 9?
Just because I just want to roll a 1d100 just to see what I get.
I'm gonna like re-roll just for shits and giggles, not for the usage of it.
Okay.
I just want to do it just for shits and giggles.
Okay.
I feel like if I do it this time, it's gonna be like 70 something, just because it knows I'm trying to catch a Pokemon.
Hoopa does like as Hoopa smacked the flute out of Gibby's hand, he quickly tossed his last Pokeball at Hoopa. It didn't even shake. As soon as it hit the ground, Hoopa broke out and just gave him a look like, really? You thought that was gonna work?
How many Pokeballs does Gator have?
I'm gonna go get a
Gator.
drink. I'll be right back. You guys
Okay.
can continue failing while I'm gone.
Gator has 3.
I'll try it.
Wait, is Gator going to get off of the roof and walk in?
Ask Gibby to put him to sleep, please. I want to make this person sleep.
No. Gator's just gonna be like slides off the roof when he's sleeping, gets up, see him fail.
He's sleepwalking. they literally just like roll off of the roof, somehow land on their feet, like just walk into the Pokemon Center through the automatic doors and sleepily take out a Pokeball and try to throw it.
I'm gonna see how many times it takes me to get an actual decent number on this.
As the Pokeball hits Hoopa from behind, it drops. Hoopa bursts out again and whips around, and Gator, like in the sleep trance, channels with Hoopa just so we can hear what it's actually saying. Why are you guys so hell bent on capturing me?
Told you!
Can't do it.
I told you! I freaking told you! 73.
You can't do it. None of you can do it. Just stop.
Sorry, man, I'm asleep.
and I just imagining like Gator doesn't turn around. It's almost like they go in reverse, where they walk backwards and they somehow roll back onto the
Can
roof.
Gibby steal a Pokeball from him since he's sleeping and then just give it back to him tomorrow?
Too late. And the balls break.
My man, like, reverse grounding themselves, like, back onto the roof.
I will let you steal Azure's final Pokeball to try it.
Okay, because, like, that last roll was a 73, and it...
Yes.
That made me mad, man. I wish I would have said...
You'll have to roll again, though. I'm not giving you that 73.
I'm giving, roll 1D...
100.
I don't know what happened, but it kicked me out of Discord. Hold up.
You want me to roll for you?
No.
He's determined. He has to do this.
I have gotten the good numbers on the algorithm, so I should be okay.
He get to 1, me get to, like...
Well, that is an 81.
See? I knew I was doing good with the algorithm.
As the ball hits Hoopa, and the Azure looks at his pocket. Hey! The ball hits the ground, shakes once, shakes twice. It bursts open, and Hoopa is staring at Gibby very intently. Now, Gator is still asleep, but they can still hear what Hoopa's saying. You know, you could have caught me with that one. I just didn't want to be caught, because I'm gonna spite you. This is when Theodore comes through the doors. Now, he didn't see Gibby trying to catch Hoopa, but from Hoopa's angry expression, Corbin just being Corbin, eating a cupcake in the corner, and looking at Azure, looking very sad. Theodore can put together what happened here.
You all bothering the imp again?
Listen, man, I almost had him. That Pokeball, it shook 2 freaking times. 2 whole times. Just one more, I would have had him.
He stole my last Pokeball.
Shut up, I'll buy you a new one tomorrow.
Gibby.
Like, roll off the roof again, scare Theodore, and like toss both of their Pokeballs to Asher or Azure.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Jesus.
Gator rolls off again, lands on their feet as they open the door. They just kind of lazily toss their 2 Pokeballs at Azure.
Now, Gibby.
Oh, thanks.
Shouldn't be stealing,
I want that Pokemon.
and you shouldn't be bothering that imp.
I am buying 7 Pokeballs tomorrow, and I don't care how many times it takes, I am getting that Hoopa tomorrow.
7? Where'd
Yes,
you get that? Where's the money for that?
Oh,
on this
right. And Azure takes out Theodore's credit card. We got these from Professor Beach.
Let me see that.
Theodore takes it, and he at first when he's like trying to see the amount on it, he sees the 1, moves his finger, 10, moves his finger, 100, moves his finger, 1,000, and he's like, there can't be another 0. Moves it again, 10,000. Very excited, moves it again. Oh, that's it.
One step closer to retirement. Who gave us these?
The professor, him and Mom called me because Mom was worried.
Jeez. Your mom and that professor must be loaded.
Well, the professor is. We're fine on money, I guess. And
Well, tell him the money's appreciated.
That was a very nice ASMR swallow, by the way.
And
I would have
at
muted.
that, after that, everyone decides to go to bed for the night, and they will.
I imagine Gator got their credit card too.
Okay, and like while they were still there and asleep, they just take theirs and again reverse back outside. They don't turn around or anything, just moonwalked and then rolls back up the building.
And now I'm just imagining they moonwalk to the door, do like a twirl around, like kick it open. They learn that it's a sliding door very quickly.
Like a revolving door. He just smacks into it, twirls around.
Phases through the door.
Yeah.
No, he goes out the door and lets he craps his pants and flies up.
And then
I'm imagining Gibby tries to go push like the sliding doors open and the doors just fucking bend inwards. The glass breaks.
They just breaking that.
Oh no, like the metal of the doors bend.
Oh,
He doesn't even realize that that's not how the doors opened.
how did these doors work? He just
No, he bends them back on his way out.
These doors are weird.
Yeah,
I don't think they were shaped like this before.
pretty cool though.
Yeah, that's
Cool
neat.
door. Nice
Hey,
door,
Asher,
bro.
Look at these doors. They're pretty cool. Gibby, you're not supposed to open them that way.
Oh, don't worry. I can. Wait, I'm not.
Yeah. Hang on. How did I bend them like that?
Just bends them back. They're
Yeah,
like
just tried to
fucking
fix it real quick.
destroyed.
Yeah. But after that, everyone does go to bed for the night, and that is where this session shall end.